This is probably one of the most triggering things you can say to someone who is navigating a challenge, and yet it is also possibly the most transformative. So I remember very soon after my brother passed away, I was 18 years old at the time, and there were people who meant well by saying things like, he's in a better place, or it's gonna work out, or there's gonna be a bigger meaning behind this. And it was absolutely not the right time, especially when they were people who hadn't lost someone super near and dear and close to them, and they were trying to comfort me or support me by saying things like, oh, there's gonna be a silver lining, you're gonna find a blessing from this, right? I was not in a space at that time to receive that kind of feedback, and it felt incredibly unsupportive. It actually felt kind of gaslighty and like dismissing the immensity and the depth of the grief that I was navigating. But here is where they actually had some truth in their words, because now, over a decade later, the amount of personal growth, the amount of healing, the amount of empowerment, and the big catalyst in my life journey and uncovering a lot of my spiritual gifts and mediumship gifts, taking off to travel the world and pursue a lot of my passions instead of staying stuck in a reality that wasn't meant for me. So many of these things came from losing my brother and from that experience. And so this is why I say it's triggering and yet transformative, because I absolutely do not recommend saying that to someone who's in the middle of their heaviest, darkest night, which is why I try my best as a mentor to not come across that way. And yet I also highly recommend us finding the medicine and being open to the fact that even though we can't see it now, we do have the ability to literally alchemize anything to be for our highest good. So I couldn't change that experience. I couldn't bring him back. I couldn't erase the amount of pain that it caused or how shattering it was to my reality. But over the years, because I continued to choose growth and I continued to choose to move forward and find positivity, purpose, peace, passion, love, joy, playfulness, the things that I wanted, I was able to turn that really challenging experience into something that did become a blessing. So I'm signing off this message with 2 little lessons. And number 1 is, if you are around someone who's going through a really hard time, hopefully this message is a good reminder of how to be empathetic and compassionate and supportive without taking away the fact of what their current reality is right now or how heavy it might be. And lesson number 2 is, if you are the person going through that, and if you are currently in your own dark night or your own really heavy challenge, I'm going to say it with so much compassion, having been there and fully understanding that it's not easy when you're in it. But I pray and hope that you continue taking it day by day, honoring what you need, and believing that someday, it might be a while, it took me a while for sure, but believing that someday you will find so much beauty in the ways this current experience has shaped you. So that is my wish for you, and I'm sending you all so much love.